offering the Bachelor of Science, Master's, and Doctoral degree in Exercise Physiology. Exercise physiologists merge the science of human body function with the science of exercise to help individuals stay active for a lifetime. An exercise physiologist may be engaged in new research or applying this research in ways that help someone train for the Olympics, recover from a heart attack, or conquer the restrictions of diabetes. For exercise physiologists, it is all about preventing disease, overcoming disease limitations, and helping individuals achieve a healthier life. Offering the Bachelor of Science degree in Medical Laboratory Science from the Department of Pathology. Medical laboratory scientists function at the center of today's hospitals and research facilities, offering areas of emphasis in clinical laboratory science and histotechnology. Medical laboratory scientists are part of a dynamic, continually changing profession that assists in the diagnosis of disease as well as the discovery of disease prevention and cures. Carrying a slate blue banner offering the Master's degree in Occupational Therapy from the Department of Human Performance. Occupational therapists help people participate in the occupations or activities which individuals equate with health, well-being, security, and happiness. Occupational therapists work with people of all ages to restore their ability to do all those little things that matter most, be they work, self-care, or just having fun. Carrying a teal blue banner offering the doctoral degree in physical therapy from the Department of Human Performance. Physical therapists use a hands-on approach to help individuals conquer pain, disease, or disability through the analysis and treatment of movement problems. Physical therapists apply scientific principles of movement and healing to help people of all ages and levels of fitness maintain, improve, and restore mobility and function. Physical therapists work with people to help them obtain or rediscover moments they dream of achieving. The ceremonial mace, carried by a West Virginia University School of Medicine Grand Marshal, is West Virginia University's symbol of authority. Following the mace is the presiding officer of today's ceremony, Chancellor for Health Sciences, Dr. Christopher C. Kolenda.
may be seated. Hello again. My name is Mary Beth Mandich, and I am the Associate Dean of the Professional Programs in the School of Medicine. I would like to welcome everyone to today's ceremony, as well as extending a welcome to those viewing the ceremony live on the webcast from around the world. To family members joining us for this great occasion, thank you on behalf of this university for giving your sons and daughters to us for the years that they have been here studying. They have now become part of the family of Mountaineers. Thank you on behalf of these graduates for your support and for being there for them. We at West Virginia University understand that home is not only a place where you live, but also a place in the heart. So these students could never be lost, even though they were sometimes far away from home. And to our students, thank you for choosing West Virginia University and becoming Mountaineers. I hope as you look back on your years here, it will be with fondness and appreciation for what you gained, no matter where you go from here or how you use your education. I want to just say a word about professional programs. We are a comprehensive health sciences center here at West Virginia University, and we have 5 schools: pharmacy, dentistry, nursing, the newly created School of Public Health, and medicine. Within the School of Medicine, we have a unique characteristic in that we house a host of other disciplines known as the professional programs. There are 7 degree programs and a certificate program in emergency medicine. These programs are housed in 3 departments, and we have over 1,000 students enrolled, which makes us one of the largest components here in the Health Sciences Center and characterize us as unique among West Virginia institutions of higher education. It's now my pleasure to introduce the stage party. As I say your name, please stand and remain standing until the faculty of your program have been introduced. And faculty, please stand when I recognize you with your program. The chairperson of the Division of Exercise Physiology within the Department of Human Performance is Dr. Steve Alway. Dr. Alway leads a complex program that works very hard to create a division that balances between its large education mission as well as research and clinical service. Students in exercise physiology have the opportunity to become experts in the benefits of physical activity on health, including practice in a real clinical scenario in our human performance laboratory, or research in clinical settings or basic laboratories. These students are well prepared for careers or further graduate or professional study with the faculty of the Division of Exercise Physiology. Also, please stand. Thank you. The Division of Medical Laboratory Science. The Vice Chair for Education Programs and Director of the Clinical Laboratory Science Program is Dr. Martha Lake. I'm going to divert from the standard script for a minute here to say that Dr. Lake is retiring this summer after leading many of the innovations and transitions within the Medical Laboratory Science Program. An alumnus of the program who came back to lead it through a very difficult time, I want to take this opportunity to publicly thank Dr. Lake for her dedication to West Virginia University and her profession. The Division of Medical Laboratory Science is located within the Department of Pathology and is the oldest of the non-physician training programs in the School of Medicine, celebrating its 67th anniversary graduation this year. It's a vibrant program that realigned its degree offerings to address national health workforce needs, now offering 2 areas of emphasis, one in clinical laboratory science, as well as histotechnology, which recently received its first accreditation. The department also offers a master's degree for pathologist assistants, but that degree is awarded in December, so you will not see those students here today. Would the faculty of Division of Medical Laboratory Science please stand? Dr. Randy McCombie is the chairperson of the Division of Occupational Therapy. This division within the Department of Human Performance is a profession dedicated to restoring and promoting function across all the occupations of life, from basic activities of daily living, also including work, leisure, and community adaptation. In the summer of 1999, this program graduated the first occupational therapists educated in West Virginia. At the time the program was developed, there were less than 50 OTs in the state of West Virginia. Fulfilling our mission to provide a health professions workforce, there are now over 400 occupational therapists in the state of West Virginia, many of them West Virginia University graduates. Would the Faculty of Occupational Therapy please rise? Professor John Petronas is the assistant chairperson of the Division of Physical Therapy, and it's my privilege to serve as chairperson of that division. The Division of Physical Therapy in the Department of Human Performance addresses health needs of the state with its dedication to rural health education and placing practicing physical therapists in communities of need. This is particularly important given the demographics and aging of the population in West Virginia. A program that is well thought of regionally and nationally. In November 2 years ago, the Division of Physical Therapy was reaccredited with no citations, placing it in an elite category of the top 30% of physical therapy programs in the country. Would the physical therapy faculty please rise? Seated on my right are representatives of the school and university administration as well as our speaker, and I'll introduce them at the time of their presentation. But I would like to take a minute to recognize Dr. Drew Shumke, our university-appointed Grand Marshal and Associate Professor in the Department of Biochemistry. He's carrying the ceremonial mace, which makes us official today. First, I'd like to introduce Dr. Christopher Kalenda, representing West Virginia University Administration and presiding officer of today's ceremony. Dr. Kalenda assumed the newly named and reorganized role as Chancellor of Health Sciences in November 2009. He joined WVU from Texas A&M Health Sciences Center, where he served as the Thomas McMillan Dean of the College of Medicine and Vice President for Clinical Affairs. He had held previous appointments at Michigan State, Wake Forest, and the Medical College of Virginia. Dr. Kalenda attended the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, Wittenberg University, and received his MD degree from the Medical College of Virginia, the same place I received my physical therapy degree, so we're alumni of the same program, or the same institution. He holds an MPH degree in Health Sciences Administration from Johns Hopkins, and his medical specialization is in the field of psychiatry. Dr. Kalenda is a strong supporter of our multiple health professions. He's been integral in assuring that West Virginia University is a leader in the national movement for interprofessional health care education, and he's fond of referring to the provision of health care as a team sport. Bringing greetings from West Virginia University, please welcome our Chancellor, Dr. Christopher Kalenda.
Thank you, Mary Beth, and welcome. On behalf of West Virginia University and the faculty and staff of the Robert C. Byrd Health Science Center, I want to thank everyone for being here today. Our graduates, of course, are the center of attention today, and we salute them for what they have achieved, but more importantly, for the work that they will begin tomorrow and the impact that they will have on the health and well-being of lives of people that they will come in contact with. I also want to welcome and recognize those who make these graduates' achievements possible. It's the parents, the grandparents, the spouses, children, siblings, and friends who are here today to share this moment. Your contribution to their success of our students today is incalculable. They appreciate it, and so do we. And I would like the students to stand and turn and face your fellow friends, colleagues, and family, and thank them for what they have offered you. Yesterday was an important day. Yesterday was Armed Forces Day. And we have a newly instituted tradition here at West Virginia University. And if you see some of the students who have, or faculty who have a red, white, and blue cord, academic cord, it's because they have served this nation in the armed forces or in the United States Public Health Service. And when you see them with their cords, please thank them for their service to the country. And for those in the audience who have sworn the oath to the Constitution and served in the armed forces, can you please stand for us to recognize your service to this country and our great appreciation? And for students who have served, please stand as well. Now, it says here in my notes, it says now inspirational words. And there's texting going on, I can feel it. And I know that the students are texting, OMG, I'm going to have to be an adult. And parents out there are saying, OMG, they're finally off the payroll. But truly in honor of Devon Harris and his extraordinary journey from Jamaica, I'm going to talk a little bit about the movement of healthcare into healthcare systems and systems-based practice. And even though we have a blended group of individuals here who are both undergraduate students as well as health professional students, I think what we understand now is that as we get into the healthcare business and to try to improve the health of the population, it really is a team sport. And there are a variety of attributes of teams that I think are very important to understand. And if you read some works by Chris Warner and Don Schminsky's High Altitude Leadership, they come up with 6 overall behavioral characteristics that have been shown to be predictive of high-functioning teams. The first is respect among the team members, and to affirm the right of the team members to be an integral part of the activities of that team. Recognition, personal recognition, that team members recognize when you've done a good job, acknowledge that good job has been done by one of your teammates. A sense of belonging, feeling as though that you are part of the team, and to be able to affirm those qualities and characteristics that make you feel as though you are really contributing to the overall purpose of what you're trying to accomplish. Freedom within a team, to be able to understand that if you need to speak up, you have the moral courage to be able to speak up and say, hey, wait a minute, I think we need to think about something differently. Personal growth. All of us want to grow in our careers, and when you're within a healthcare team and any type of team, be able to understand that personal growth and the affirmation of personal growth is an important quality of a high-functioning team. And last, meaning. Meaning, why what you are doing has meaning to a greater good than your own personal gain. So, when you meet these needs, there's a lot, you will feel tremendous. You will feel, as they say in psychiatry and psychology, you'll have a lot of self-actualization and self-efficacy. But as you move away from today's ceremony, I want you to remember 3 things that I hope that you will take with you when you move forward. W. We are motivated by mission in whatever we do. Value. The value of professionalism as it unites us in the service of others. And understand the heritage of your professions and this great university and this great state. WVU. Thank you. Godspeed.
It's now my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. Arthur Ross. Dr. Ross was appointed Dean of the School of Medicine in August of 2010. He's a native of New York and a graduate of Case Western Reserve University School of Medicine. He did a residency at Duke University and a surgical fellowship at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. He joined the faculty of the University of Pennsylvania School of Medicine for 10 years before leaving for the University of Wisconsin, where he served as founding associate dean for the Western Clinical Campus. And during a distinguished administrative tenure at that institution, he was also awarded a master's in business administration. Dr. Ross was honored by having the distance learning facility at the University of Wisconsin named for him. In 2004, Dr. Ross left Wisconsin, became dean of the Chicago Medical School at Rosalind Franklin University. In 2005, he was named vice president for medical affairs. He has been an incredible supporter of our professional programs, providing leadership that supports innovation with an intent focus on the service mission of West Virginia University. He understands and appreciates the importance of preparation of a healthcare workforce as part of our very important service mission. It is my pleasure to now introduce Dr. Arthur Ross III.
Thank you, Dean Mandich. Wonderful to have you all here today. And when you stand right here, you're very impressed with just how many of you all there are. This is a very full room, and wonderful to see so many of you to have come out today. On behalf of the faculty, staff, students, and the alumni of the West Virginia University School of Medicine, it's a pleasure to add my welcome to that of the Chancellor, and a very sincere welcome it is. I'm truly honored to serve as the dean of this school. And one of the most important reasons why is because of the individuals sitting in this room, the faculty, staff, and students of the professional programs of the school, and especially the very, very outstanding leader of these professional programs, Mary Beth Mandich. Another reason why I'm so proud is because over the course of this great Mountaineer weekend, with numerous school and college graduations, you know there's only one school which can claim to be the home for WVU's largest undergraduate major, and that would be us, the School of Medicine, its exercise physiology program. That program and all of our professional programs represented by this very large group today showcases this university's opportunity to serve as a national leader in preparing students to work in health careers as part of an interprofessional team. Careers that span the spectrum from prevention of disease to the restoration of health. It's a tremendous opportunity, but it's also our calling. So as we work hard to keep our solemn promise to the people of West Virginia, we want to repeat again and again, we are here to improve their health and wellness, and nowhere is it capable of being done better than right here with these programs and the people in this room today. You know, there's a lot of discussion about what the healthcare system of the future is going to look like. None of us know for sure, but there are things that all of us know. First of all, we know that we want to prolong healthy living for as long as we can. So that means we need to teach people how to take care of their health and how to become conscientious healthcare consumers. Our graduates have studied how to contribute to that goal. We know that we'll have to be concerned with an aging population because people want to live longer, and they want to live independently as they do so, and they want to live better, doing things that matter to them. Many of our graduates will contribute to the achievement of this goal. And finally, we know that access to high-quality health care is a problem that must be addressed nationally. In West Virginia, we must tackle that problem from the perspective of a rural state located within Appalachian. So as a part of their education program, many of the students today who are graduating have participated in very unique experiences designed to prepare them for the challenge of access and to care for patients within a rural population. We're proud because our educational efforts have been recognized. Not just do we recognize the excellence ourselves, but it's recognized nationally. You may have read recently that West Virginia University School of Medicine was recently named by U.S. News and World Report to be the third top school in the United States of America with regard to the provision and training for rural health care. So graduates, remember you're graduating from our state's land-grant university, a very, very important thing to remember, a huge privilege for us all. We're here to care for West Virginians, to do the things we need to do to improve their health and wellness. We're here to transform lives and eliminate disparities. Each and every one of you is now well-skilled and equipped to do so. We're so pleased that so many of you have chosen to remain in West Virginia. It helps us to assure that we're keeping our promise to the wonderful citizens of this great state. And to those of you who are going elsewhere, I ask you to impress folks with your mountaineer spirit. Go do good things, and then come back. Come back home. Always keep West Virginia in your hearts and in your minds, and make sure those country roads bring you home real soon. And finally, again, congratulations to all the family members and loved ones. This is an accomplishment that occurs because of the support of many, many people. We thank all of you for allowing West Virginia to have become a part of your family. In closing, I'll just say it's a great, great, great day to be a Mountaineer. Congratulations to the class of 2013. Work hard, play hard, have fun, good luck, Godspeed. Thank you very much.
So it is now my very great pleasure to introduce our speaker. I believe many of the students and families here are familiar with the Disney movie Cool Runnings. I know that it was a video because when my children were growing up, it was the days when things were watched on video and not streaming through Netflix. But it was a video that played over and over in my house because it was such a great and inspiring story. And so I endorsed the kids watching it because it was such a wonderful message for them. For those of you who haven't seen the movie, it chronicles the tale of a band of misfit Jamaican athletes who formed the country's first bobsled team and competed in the 1988 Winter Olympics. And I did say winter and Jamaica in the same sentence. Our speaker today, Devon Harris, was a member of that team. Born in the slums of Jamaica, he had a father who taught him to believe in a positive attitude and focused determination. While growing up in that environment, he developed not only an understanding of suffering, but also the importance of never giving up. Devon decided to live a life free of the word impossible. He graduated from the Royal Military Academy in Sandhurst, England, and during his service was challenged to use his skills developed as a track and field athlete to become a member of the first Jamaican bobsled team. The team did well in the early trials, but in their final run, the sled crashed. And there's an iconic image of the members of this unusual team walking across the finish line pushing their sled. Devon has gone on to develop an inspirational message to embrace life's obstacles and learn from failure, and he delivers that message annually to hundreds of thousands of individuals. He has a foundation called Keep On Pushing, which seeks to nourish the bodies, minds, and spirits of children in impoverished areas, starting with a breakfast program in his old school in Jamaica. He also serves as an ambassador for Right to Play, a humanitarian nonprofit organization using sport and play to enhance child development for youth in refugee camps and disadvantaged communities around the world. It is my very great pleasure to welcome a speaker who has such an inspirational life story to tell, Devon Harris.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Mandich, for that introduction. She makes me sound good, doesn't she? Appreciate that. Dr. Colander, Dr. Ross, other members of the faculty, families and friends, it's great to see you here this evening. I especially, though, want to say a big thank you to the class of 2013. Thank you for having me here, and congratulations. So, one of the questions I'm always asked when someone discovers I was one of the original members of the team is, which character played you in the movie? Are you guys wondering that? Yeah. So I was a coach. You remember him, the fat white guy? Yeah, that was me. Since then I got a tan, went on a diet. This is the new me. You like? Hey, talk about a medical miracle, huh? The truth is, the characters in the movie are really different from real-life characters. So if I had to choose one, I'd say I was Yul Brenner, the bald-headed guy played by Malik Yoba. Not because he was a mean one, that's the thing that everybody associates with him, but he was a dreamer. He was a guy that wanted to go to Buckingham Palace to live. And I'm a dreamer myself, so I think I'm Malik. But I'm guessing that some of you probably thought I was Sanka Coffee, the guy with the dreads. But as you can see, I'd probably need to own the Hair Club for Men to pull that one off. But you know, if I could paraphrase Sanka Coffee this evening, I would say to the graduates, feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, put your hands in the air. It's class of 2013 time. So yeah, it is definitely your time. Thank you. So the next popular question I'm asked is, so how did the idea of a bobsled team from Jamaica came into being? Well, as the story goes, there are two Americans who lived in Jamaica, George Fitch and William Maloney. And they were in a local bar in Kingston, imbibing some of the more potent salts we have on the island. And you know, I wasn't there, but I have to believe that they were also enjoying some of the aromas we have there as well. But don't quote me on that, because I wasn't there. But think about it. I mean, how else can you sit in the middle of Kingston, Jamaica, and come up with an idea to start a bobsled team? But according to them, they were drinking. That's their story. They've been sticking to it. So they were discussing this popular belief in Jamaica that Jamaican women and athletes were the best in the world. But they had a dilemma. How do they test the former without getting in trouble with their wives? So they decided to put the latter to the test. And if you've seen Cool Runnings, you'll remember that Sanka Coffee raced this wooden cart down a winding mountain road. We actually do that in Jamaica. I've never done it myself. It's utter madness. That's a brain trauma waiting to happen. So I didn't do it. They saw it though, thought it looked like bobsledding except for the ice, and discovered that a big part of a bobsled race is a start. You need sprinters. And guess where we have lots of sprinters? Well, you have more than us, but ours are faster. So armed with this bit of information, they went to the guys on the summer team to try and get them interested in this bobsled idea. And the response was, Bob, who? Man, we live in Jamaica. The only Bob we know is Bob Marley, and he's dead. No, thank you. So they came to the army looking for athletes. I was a young lieutenant, and my colonel suggested that I try out for the team, and I did. So this was in September 1987. A few weeks later, we went to Lake Placid, New York, and saw a bobsled track and a bobsled for the first time. Then we went to Calgary in October and slid down a bobsled track for the first time. Then we spent 6 weeks in Innsbruck, Austria, went home for Christmas, and then went back to Lake Placid in January '88, spent a month there, and then went to the Olympic Games. That was a sum total of our bobsled experience, knowledge, heading into the '88 Games. So as you can see, we got a crash course in bobsledding, and guess what happened? We crashed. Spectacularly, in a way that only Jamaicans can crash, you know. I understand that when they were filming the movie, you know, the guys went to the stunt guys in Hollywood and go, well, you know, the movie is coming on really well. We just need to recreate the crash. And the stunt guys go, but the crash was perfect. I mean, you can't improve on perfection, so they ended up splicing the movie, the crash into the movie. So that is a short story of the Jamaican bobsled team. And I have to say, I'm honored to be here with you this evening, sharing this special moment. Although I have to say, I'm not so sure this is a good idea. I mean, I'm not sure I'm the right person for the job. And here's why. This evening, you are celebrating a major accomplishment in your life. You're getting ready to embark on a lifelong journey. And the person that you have asked to come and share some advice with you on how you can successfully navigate the twists and turns of that journey is a guy who competes in a sport where success is determined by how fast you go downhill. I mean, you know, it's difficult for me to look at a group like you, so talented and smart and good-looking. I mean, there are some good-looking people here this evening. It's difficult for me to see you going downhill, but, you know, I'm here. And so I look forward. I'm thrilled to be here, and I look forward to sharing some thoughts with you. So it was almost 3 decades ago. Sounds like I'm getting up there in years, doesn't it? Almost 30 years ago, I sat in a seat very similar to yours. Actually, I was standing in formation on a military parade. And I really wish I could relay some of the nuggets, just a nugget or two, some of the advice that I got on that day. But to be perfectly honest, I can't remember a single thing the commandant said that day. What I do remember was that my big day happened in December 1985, Friday, December 13th. I thought I'd add that in for all you folklorists and numerologists. I don't know if you know this, by the way, but in 1993, the British Medical Journal published a study. And in it, they discovered that the fear of Friday the 13th, in this one sample area that they took, accounted for a 52% rise in hospital admissions because of traffic accidents. Interesting statistics. The conclusion I drew from that was that some of you are going to be very, very, very busy the next time Friday the 13th roll around. So I thought I'd give you the heads up, and I'll send you the bill later. But it was Friday, December 13th, 1985, 12 days before my 21st birthday. And on that day, I fulfilled a lifelong dream of becoming an Army officer. And that's what I see here today in this celebration, dreams. As I look at you graduates, as I watch your families and friends beam with pride and delight, I see dreams being realized. Today, you're realizing those dreams. The dreams your parents had when you were first born to see you do something special with your lives. The dreams you all had to be at this stage of your life today. Today represents a fulfillment of those dreams, but as you transition into the next phase of your life, it also represents the birth of new dreams as well. So yes, you have come to the end of one journey, one that I'm sure was filled with its fair share of challenges, figuring out which major to pursue, or trying to figure out how to pay the tuition, or perhaps it was the times when you spent too much time partying and not enough time studying. Anyone relate to that one? Whatever the challenges were, though, you have come through it. So enjoy it, celebrate it, savor it. Because tomorrow, it all goes downhill from here. Now I see why they asked Bob Sutter to come in. It all goes downhill. But hey, that's not such a bad thing. It's in fact a great thing. You see, in my sport, being at the top of the hill doesn't mean that you have arrived. It means that you're about to start your journey. You have successfully completed one run, and it's now time for the next. It's time for the next heat. It's time for the next leg of the journey. Being at the top of the hill means that the possibilities for you are endless. Endless. So as you stand this evening at the top of the hill, fully cognizant of the fact that you have not yet arrived. In fact, you're just about to start your journey. I encourage you, I challenge you to dream big, and to push those dreams as far as your potential will allow. They say, go as far as you can see, and when you get there, you'll see further. And that's the thing about hills, you know, when you get to the top, your horizon expands. You're able to see so much more. I remember growing up as a barefooted boy in a Kingston ghetto. As I looked beyond my immediate surroundings, the furthest I could see was the dizzy heights of the officer corps of the Jamaica Defense Force. I'm getting these funny looks. Well, you guys didn't know that Jamaica had an army? You didn't know that? Seriously? Why do you think the United States have never even considered invading Jamaica? Hey, I'm telling you, those coconuts make really good missiles, you know, so you're warned, you've been forewarned. But I remember it as if it were yesterday. You know, I was 21 years old, I was having this really intense conversation with myself as I was walking to the officers' mess. I'd accomplished my big dream. And the question was this a crowning moment of my life? Was this it for me? An important question that I believe you have to ask yourself as well is, are these celebrations your crowning moment? Is this it? Is this it for you? Intuitively, I knew back then that it couldn't be, that there had to be more. And so I kept on pushing. And guess what happened? I ended up here with the class of 2013. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. Trust me, believe me. But I think you know that as well, right? That you have not ended your journey. You're about to begin an amazing journey as you tackle the important work as a healthcare professional. So yes, celebrate, because tomorrow you step out of your comfort zone. I call it the luxury of the known. Tomorrow you step away from this campus, this place that you have become so familiar with. Tomorrow, some of you may end up moving away from your families to develop new routines and new habits in a brand new environment. It can be a scary proposition, I know, but it's okay. It's okay to be afraid. It's a natural part of the course. What is not okay is for you to allow fear to cripple you. What is not okay is for you to allow fear to prevent you from pursuing your dreams. I say to you this evening, do not take counsel of your fears. As John Wayne says, be scared to death, but saddle up anyway. I tell people all the time that I'm actually scared of speed and height. And they don't believe. They think I'm pulling their legs, but I am. And they go, well, if that were true, how can you be a bobsledder? I know the shrinks out there are saying, oh, he probably has a screw lost, right? At least loose. But the truth is, every time I go down a bobsled run, it represents a time when I've taken on my fears, which means I've won. Do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain. So undoubtedly, you're going to have some very scary times on your journey. You'll face some anxious moments, but I promise you, just like a bobsled ride, you'll find it exciting, you'll find it exhilarating, it will be an adventure, but more importantly, you will get stronger. You will gain confidence, you'll become wiser. So, as you step out, again, I say, celebrate it. Know, though, that the path to success is not a linear one. There are many twists and turns. Your ideas will get rejected. You'll be overworked. You'll have financial issues, relationship issues, even medical issues. But the challenges don't have to stop you. You were born with the ability to surmount any challenge that you may face. And then there will be the times when you fail. And I think you know that our society doesn't reward failure. There are a few exceptions, of course. Thomas Alva Edison, for example, it took him 10,000 tries to create the light bulb, but he is regarded as one of the greatest inventors of all time. Our team crashed spectacularly, failed in front of the entire world, and they made a movie about it. So there are some exceptions. But know that when you fail, and you will, you are not a failure. Your actions resulted in failure. It was an error in judgment, but you are not a failure. And your job is to figure out what you did wrong, correct it, and keep on pushing. So I leave you with this. As you go pursue your dreams, as you navigate the twists and turns of the journey, know that as a healthcare professional, you're not just supporting the general wellness and health of the population at large. In caring for your patients, you're actually, and you will be, changing the world. One situation at a time, one patient at a time. You, through doing your work, will help your patients to accomplish their dreams. You'll help them navigate the twists and turns of their journey. And in the process, you'll discover as you help them to reach their full potential, you will be pushing yourself towards your full potential as well. So with that, I will see you at the top of the hill as you get ready to embark on this exciting, adventurous journey. You've been a very gracious audience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Devon, for those inspiring remarks. And now, Devon Belaguer, student in vocal performance, will sing My Home Among the Hills. This piece was composed in 1963 for the West Virginia Centennial Celebration by Clarksburg native E.W. James Jr., and it has become an unofficial anthem of the state of West Virginia. Now is the time we've all been waiting for. If the graduates of the School of Medicine professional programs will please rise. Dr. Kalenda, I present to you for degree conferral the graduates of the professional degree programs in the School of Medicine.
Will the candidates from the School of Medicine please rise? Your fields are critically important, ones that improves the physical and mental well-being of all that you serve. The medical profession has demonstrated great progress in service and research in the human physical and mental well-being, and WVU has always acknowledged health as a basic value of our society. As you enter into your professions of great responsibility, I trust that you will hold foremost in your thoughts and plans the patients you serve and the people of West Virginia, the United States, and the world who require your skills, your research, and your services. As West Virginia University graduates, always aspire to put your education to work exploring the world's greatest problems. Continue to cultivate global awareness and aim to create a more peaceful and just world. Constantly refine your abilities to uncover facts, analyze problems, and communicate clearly. Dream big and never stop learning. Share your pride in West Virginia University wherever you go, and act as ambassadors for WVU and the life-changing power of education. So by virtue of the power and authority vested in me by the West Virginia University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. As West Virginia University's newest graduates, bachelors, you may move your tassels from the left side of your cap as a symbol of your achievement. Please join me all in congratulating our newest graduates.
Okay. Okay, we will now begin the program recognition part of our program. So if the graduates, the first row here, will please rise and wait for the marshals. Dr. Hornsby will begin announcing the names for individual recognition.
Graduates in exercise physiology. To be receiving the degree of Bachelor of Science in Exercise Physiology, graduating summa cum laude, Head Exercise Physiology Marshal, receiving the Outstanding Undergraduate Scholar Award, Rebecca Lee James. Graduating summa cum laude, honored as one of only 30 WVU Outstanding Seniors, Exercise Physiology Marshal, Meredith Ray Orndorff. Graduating summa cum laude, receiving the Outstanding Undergraduate Scholar Award, also honored as a WVU Outstanding Senior, Exercise Physiology Marshal, Amanda Marie Pollard. Graduating summa cum laude, Exercise Physiology Marshal, Dustin Ryan Starsick. Graduating cum laude, Alyssa M. Abrazini. Graduating summa cum laude, Chelsea Victoria Anderson. Amador Ayala III. Graduating magna cum laude, Caitlin Brooke Barger. Cassandra Ann Blackburn. Sarah Michelle Brown. Kelsey Kalina Browning. Graduating summa cum laude, Brittany Elizabeth Carlson. Jessica Lee Chambers. Ryan Christopher Cheney. Graduating summa cum laude, Paige Marie Childers. Sydney Elizabeth Collier. William Thomas Corley. Graduating cum laude, Wesley David Cox. Anthony Christ. Ashley Meredith Cunningham. Graduating magna cum laude, Patrick James Cushing. Christopher Michael Darlington. Angela Megan Davis. Recognized for his service to our country, Thomas Matthew Erdman. Jonathan Matthew Ferber. Graduating summa cum laude, Tyler Ross Fisher. Graduating cum laude, Brittany Cheyenne Fleek. Graduating magna cum laude, Kyla Morgan Galbraith. Graduating cum laude, Matthew Joseph Gardner. Graduating summa cum laude, Bethany Janetta Gaston. Graduating cum laude, Alicia Marie Gerlone. Tyler Hamilton Giacomo. Patrick Douglas Gorel. Bethany Marie Grachik. Graduating magna cum laude, Daniel Ray Griffith. Kristen Ann Grogg. Graduating cum laude, Danielle LeRae Guy. Graduating cum laude, Chelsea Lynn Hamrick. Graduating summa cum laude, Jordan L. Hamrick. Graduating summa cum laude, Emily Ann Hargraves. Ellen Marie Harper. Graduating summa cum laude, William Michael Harriman. Catherine Marie Hott. Erin Julia Hill. Graduating cum laude, Kurt Michael Honus. Graduating cum laude, Megan Lee Hudson. Michael C. Abekwi. Benjamin Kyle Jack. Graduating cum laude, Emily Nicole Jenkins. Graduating summa cum laude, Janelle Nicole Kaler. Ashley Michelle Kimberling. Adam Theodore Kohlberg. Rachel Alexis Lama. Danielle Elise Lanham. Recipient of the Blade Scholarship Award, Kent Allen Lamaster. Receiving the Outstanding Undergraduate Scholar Award, graduating summa cum laude, Allison Margaret Leo. Brittany Leanne Linger. Evan Andrew Lauder. Carly John Long. Alexander John Machado. Graduating cum laude, Kyle Joseph Marhefka. Graduating cum laude, Ted Allen Matthews. Janine McCarty. Graduating summa cum laude, Danielle Lee McGinnis. Graduating cum laude, Justin Robert Mitchell. Graduating cum laude, Fong Tony Nguyen. Graduating cum laude, Joshua Wayne Odell. Tiffany Ann Patinato. Graduating summa cum laude, Eric Wayne Pettyjohn. Graduating summa cum laude, Shane Nicholas Pyatt. Graduating magna cum laude, Helena Nicole Portner. Graduating magna cum laude and receiving the Outstanding Undergraduate Senior Award, Michael Christopher Priestus. Graduating magna cum laude, Michelle Dawn Rainey. Graduating summa cum laude and receiving the Outstanding Undergraduate Scholar Award, Christina Statz Reeder. Graduating cum laude, Emily Caitlin Rensich. Graduating cum laude, Jonathan Rhine. Graduating cum laude, Michael A. Roney. Graduating summa cum laude, Trey Sullivan Rotgen. Rachel Michelle Sands. Leah Ann Sangenario. Graduating cum laude, Erica Michelle Singawalt. Graduating summa cum laude, Ikra Bilkis Sheikh. Graduating cum laude, Stephen Todd Shao. Heidi Lane Schultz. Chelsea R. Staley. Graduating magna cum laude, Robert Joseph Stanley. Graduating cum laude, Brittany Nicole Thomas. Cara Marie Vigiano. Graduating summa cum laude and receiving the Outstanding Aquatic Therapy Student Award, Melody Layton Walkup. Savannah Ashley Watts. Hannah Jo Wyrick. Graduating cum laude, Megan Elizabeth Wetzel. Angela Nicole White. Graduating summa cum laude, Blair Marie Ringel Williams. Graduating summa cum laude, Jenna Louise Wood. Graduating magna cum laude, Emily Ann Yoder. Michael Grundich. Be receiving the degree of Master of Science in Exercise Physiology, Ge Gua. Samantha Christine Rondini. Daniel Dubosky Thomas. Okay, we need new hooders here for the PhD award. To be receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, recipient of the Outstanding PhD Student Award with his dissertation entitled Thrombospondin 1, a Critical Regulator of Skeletal Muscle Angiogenesis, to be hooded by his mentor, Dr. Mark Olfert, Gerald Nelson Audette. With her dissertation entitled The Diabetic Heart, Examination of the Inner Mitochondrial Membrane, to be hooded by her mentor, Dr. John Hollander, Tara Lynn Croston. Graduates in medical laboratory science. To be receiving the degree of Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science, receiving the Histotechnology Achievement Award, Medical Laboratory Science Marshal Shannon Lorraine Case. Graduating magna cum laude, Kelsey Paige Adams. Chad Michael Bonnet. Graduating summa cum laude, Paige Suzanne Byrne. Receiving the Mutau Service Award, graduating cum laude, Amber Janae Chambers. John Morgan Klein II. Graduating cum laude, Alexandra Elizabeth Kreitz. Graduating cum laude, Allison Marie Deegan. Justin Alexander Edelstein. Kenneth Doc Fox. Ashley Nicole Grayley. Graduating summa cum laude, Miles James Graves. Graduating cum laude, Decker Ray Hunter. Graduating cum laude, Angela Nicole Jordan. Graduating cum laude, Michael Richard Mohorowski. Vanetta Charlene Morris. Receiving the Clinical Laboratory Science Achievement Award, graduating magna cum laude, Elena Adair Pletcher. Lee Lawler Reichert. Receiving the Mutau Academic Achievement Award, graduating summa cum laude, Kimberly Lynn Reinard. Lasamia Schutz Fincham. Taisha Camille Sewell. Graduating cum laude, Noelle Elizabeth Slusser. Caleb Allen Stanley. Melissa Ann Strader. Alyssa Marie Verdon. Graduating cum laude, Julie Danielle Waggy. Brittany Diane Williams. Graduates in occupational therapy. To be receiving the degree of Master of Occupational Therapy, receiving the Community Outreach Award and the Mary Hager Award, Occupational Therapy Marshal, Ashley Rochelle Hickman. Susan Carol Abbott. Jennifer K. Anderson. Gina Marie Ayers. Danielle Ruth Bennett. Kara Lynn Bloom. Heather Dawn Cartwright. Lindsay Nicole Charico. Stephanie Michelle Cutlip. Rachel Faye Deline. Benjamin Warren Day. Carly Ann DeCrease. Lauren Elizabeth Douthit. Kelly Nicole Dunlay. Gina Lynn Files. Courtney Lynn Gabbert. Jennifer Renee Greco. Brittany Lee Herson. Meredith Ann Larkin. Catherine Ann Linderman. Johanna Marie Mark. Receiving the Innovation in Research Award, Pete Antonio Martinez. Julie Christine McGinley. Jamie Caitlin Mariner. Receiving the Academic Achievement Award, Allison Jo McMullen. Lindsay Michelle Moore. Sarah Catherine Moore. Receiving the Academic Achievement Award and the Elizabeth Devereaux Leadership Award, Haley Murray. Rebecca Lynn Newsom. Lauren Ashley Palermo. Receiving the Academic Achievement Award, Abby Ray Petticord. Kayla Nicole Perkinson. Nicole Danielle Pritt. Amy Marie Quattrochi. Ashley Renee Riffey. Kayla Ann Rousey. Brittany A. Rubenstein. Catherine Ann Samsa. Receiving the Elizabeth Devereaux Leadership Award, Jessica Lynn Sobel. Andrew Joseph Sullivan. Ellie Marie Tondro. Carrie Ann Wanstreet. Megan Renee Wyrick. Ashley Gail Wilson. Bradley Scott Yarbrough. Graduates in Physical Therapy. To be receiving the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy, receiving the Basic Sciences Award and the Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Physical Therapy Marshal Stephanie Nicole Bailey. Alex Michael Ashley. William Ray Badman. Alan Lewis Barb. Janelle Marie Bocci. Stephen John Bowen. Receiving the Dave Pariser Leadership Award and the Outstanding Student Research Award, to be hooded by the former WVU Chair of Physical Therapy, her father, Dr. Sandy Burkhart, Megan Ann Burkhart. Matthew Alexander Childress. Receiving the Outstanding Student Research Award and named the Outstanding Student Clinician, Brittany Danielle Dennison. Anthony Joseph DeMaio, Jr. Lori Beth Dingus. Heidi Michelle Floyd. Richard Allen Gandy II. Lindsay Aaron Gentry. Heather Lynn Gomez. Melissa Lynn Henry. Gemma Marie Hoxie. Sarah Elizabeth Lewis. Michael Scott Loving. Bo Anthony Marcy. Sarah Marie Morriston. Abby Lynn Newman. Jean Michelle Roth. April Renee Rotilio. Ryan Michael Rubin. Receiving the John J. Petronas Award for Outstanding Comprehensive Knowledge, Courtney K. Sanner. Catherine Ruth Shields. Haley Marsha Ann Snyder. Nicole Ann Stark. Caitlin Brooke Stone. Kelly Mariko Takatsuki. Receiving the Basic Sciences Award, Allison Yvonne Toffel. Jacob Don Toth. Craig Wesley Trippett. Sarah B. Tuggle. Megan Rose Vincent. David Andrew Whedon. Kyle James West. Benjamin Aaron Wolford.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. Let's have a round of applause. As the officially newest alumni of West Virginia University, it is my pleasure to welcome Linda Nine, Health Sciences Vice President for Alumni Affairs, to give you the alumni charge.
I saw a lot of beautiful hats. I even saw a pair of shoes, had mountaineers on it, lots of gold, lots of blue. There must be some mountaineers in the house, right? All right. It's quite an honor and a pleasure for me to stand here before you and represent the alumni of the West Virginia University, and especially the WVU School of Medicine, and in particular, those of the professional programs. From this day forward, your name's forever going to be linked with West Virginia University. You will be our ambassadors. You will go forth to improve society with what you have learned here. We would hope that you would help to develop a more global perspective and apply your efforts to creating a more peaceful, moral, and just world. I'm going to deviate just a little bit because I've got to tell you exactly from my heart. I probably can't call each one of you by name, but I could not be any more proud to stand here and look in your faces and to call you mountaineers, to call you graduates of this wonderful university, and to know that you're going to go forth and make us all very, very proud. You're the windows to the very soul of this institution. When people see you, they see a WVU grad. And what you do with your life will enhance our prestige as well as the value of your own degree. So I like to say to mountaineers to go forth with all the pride that you have in your heart, because WVU has a very rich history that's marked by many men and women of courage and excellence, just like you have been over the past years. They were heroes in battle, and they lift our spirits every day through the arts. They revolutionized this world with technology. They've committed themselves to public service. They explored mysteries of the universe. They have discovered many cures. They have discovered many things that they would have never even dreamed about had they not been a mountaineer. They have helped thousands. They have helped heal the sick. They have helped. I've personally been witness to see what you and your profession does. You do more than healing with a pill or an operation. You cause people to reach down inside of themselves and find the courage and the determination and the strength to get better. And that is a calling, not a profession. That is a calling. I ask you to honor the contributions of those ones who have gone on before you, and also that you would seek truth and advancement of knowledge in everything that you do, and you strive to be a worthy role model for that person who follows you. Maintain your connection with WVU, because we'll always be here for you. And in life, no matter where it may take you, always show your mountaineer pride. You show it today with your beautiful blue and gold hats, but you can show it with your beautiful mountaineer spirit as you go forth. So I'd like to congratulate you. You've been congratulated many times, but I'd like to add my congratulations to that. And I want to tell you, as you leave this building, you go forth full throttle into that world, and you show them what a mountaineer is really made of. Let's go, Mountaineers!
So now it's time to say goodbye. First, no ceremony of this nature takes place without a lot of effort. And this is complicated by the fact that we have such enormous growth in our programs. So I want to give a special thank you to April Chukich, who valiantly saw us through another graduation cycle, to Norma, Brenda, thanks for the unfailing assistance, to the program staff, Becky, Lynn, Tony, Kristen, Brenda, and Shar. Thank you for all the extra time and effort and patience you put into this ceremony. I would like for everyone to visit the website, WVU's website, to share in the memories of the graduates of the class of 2013. And I would like to invite everyone here to a reception in honor of the graduates upstairs. So as I say goodbye, I'm a native West Virginian, but I've spent some time in the South, and a way that they used to say farewell comes to mind as appropriate. The farewell they would use is, y'all take good care now. So that's my farewell to you. Take good care now. Take good care to use what you've learned at this institution to find a fulfilling future and to serve humankind. Take good care to be wholly present for yourself and your family. And finally, take good care to stay in touch with us at West Virginia University, because as one of my favorite West Virginia songs tells us, no matter where I roam, still I think of happy home and my friends among the West Virginia hills. Our ceremony concludes with the singing of the alma mater, composed by Louis Corson and sung by Devon Balaguer. It's customary to stand during the alma mater and for gentlemen to remove their hats. Please remain standing as the stage party and graduates leave the center.